All right, hello everyone. Welcome to the second panel of Data Innovation Day, our third annual one. It looks like Cam Carey just joined us. Hello.
I am here. Good
All
to
right.
be here.
Glad to have you. So my name's Joshua New. I'm a policy analyst at the Center for Data Innovation, and I'll be moderating this panel, which is titled Open Data, Civic Hacking, and Data-Driven Government. We'll be examining the benefits of data innovation from a civic perspective. So joining us, we're happy to have Maxime Pechersky, the Chief Data Officer of San Diego, Cam Carey, a Distinguished Visiting Fellow at the Brookings Institute, Seamus Kraft, the Executive Director and the co-founder of the OpenGov Foundation, and then finally Mike Flowers, an Urban Science Fellow at the Center for Urban Science and Progress. So this panel will be moderated discussion as well as questions from viewers. If you'd like to participate, please tweet us with the hashtag #DataInnovation, and we'll get your question. So first of all, thank you to all the panelists for being here. And as we start, feel free to give a brief background about your organization, about some of the work you do. So kicking off, how is the open data movement affecting government? How is it affecting government agencies? How is it affecting municipal services? What are the impacts of this kind of transformative change in the way we approach data? And whoever wants to jump in, feel free.
So, I mean, I can speak to probably my own personal experience, which is I think its impact on government, I think, has been quite big, depending on the government, right? In the sense that, not just that whether or not they're releasing data, it's, I always judge by its impact by who's using it and what they're doing with it. And I think you're seeing more and more governments starting to leverage their own data to do things, which I think is great, right? And in order to really kind of make that, inject that transparency into that, colossus of government, open data is a critical component of that. But the other thing that I think is really fascinating, well, a couple other things. Now you're starting to see the private sector like manufacturing and a number of other industries that are starting to leverage this information to do things, very impactful things. And same goes for journalists, right? So and it won't be readily apparent that they're using open data to do what they do. It's sort of like measuring the power of a journalistic piece by how much ink is sold, for example. It's sort of serving as the basis for increasing effectiveness and efficiencies in those governments that are releasing that data based on what the people that are using it are doing with it, right? And so I think at least in those domains I've seen a lot, But again, it all depends on which government you're talking about, because there's so many different cities that are doing it. I don't know. I really can't speak to how it's going globally. I can only speak to the cities that I know of in the United States and the federal and state governments, and they are obviously in varying degrees of openness with their data. But so far, I think I'm pretty heartened by what I'm seeing.
Yeah, if I can elaborate on that a little bit. Before the things that I'm doing now, I was at the U.S. Commerce Department as the General Counsel and the Acting Secretary. One of our agencies is the Census Bureau. The Census has been in the big data business for over 200 years. And Herman Hollerith, who started IBM, was a census employee who invented calculating machines to tabulate, shortened the job of the people they called computers, who spent 10 years tabulating, or several years tabulating decennial censuses. The Commerce Department is very much a data agency. It supplies about 40% of all the data the U.S. government puts out. Most of that is from the Census Bureau. That data is a foundation for all social science and economic research. A lot of the rest of it comes from NOAA, the weather and climate data. We did once have a congressman say what do we need the weather service for? We've got the Weather Channel. But they supply all of the data that.
Hey guys, I'm sorry. I hate to interrupt. It looks like we have a little technical hiccup. So I sent you the wrong link, unfortunately, for this Hangout. I apologize. So it's scheduled for a later date. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to close with this. I'm going to send you a new link right away, and then we should be able to join with the new one.
Okay.
So
are you going to go ramp on
So nobody's been watching us yet, right?
we had a couple viewers, which is the strange part. Again, 1,000 apologies, and check your emails in just 2 seconds. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.